I don't have enough money for Taco Bell, but what I do have pleases me greatly. This is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition Tome of Magic. This is by the authors Cook, Finley, Herring, Kubasik, Sargent, and Swan. The spells inside this volume can be used in the 1st edition game. They're not totally out of control or whatever. There's a lot of stuff in here that's useful for the game. Let's start on it. This might have been in my cupboard. It covers things about priests, wild mages, and to go over this, you've got to make rolls and checks constantly to see if there's been some things that go wrong for the caster. There are all sorts of elemental wizards, fire, air, water, and earth. It covers new rules for priests, quest spells, which are good if you were trying to get your players to do something and they've just decided to do something against what you're trying to accomplish as a dungeon master. It doesn't mean you should punish the characters, but oftentimes that's actually what happens. There's new spheres of magic, chaos, law, numbers, thought, time, travelers, war, wards. There's all sorts of spells and things that the DM might think about and come up with. But otherwise, they do have some spells for these, and they list them here. One of the most important spells in the game in this book is not a wizard spell. Let's see. It is, if I can find it. Why did they It's this spell right here called Nap. Nap lets the party get a full 8 hours rest in 1 hour span of time. And once this happens, of course, you can't keep on casting Nap. And I believe you have to wait like a whole 18 hours before you can cast it on the same people again. But they can get their spells back after a big battle and then resting an hour and then going right back at it again. Whereas before, you have to rest 4 to 8 hours to get your spells back. There's all these other spells here for clerics, and as you know, clerics have a tougher time when it comes to anything really useful. So something like this here, they might find some spells that suit them. Not everybody can cast all those spells. A lot of it depends on what spheres your priests belong to. There's some things here that are also useless as well, like conjure spell component. Unless you're a DM that really cares about keeping track of spell components, I don't recommend some of these. For instance, I just want to say, as a DM for a long time, I don't really have the priest or the wizard keep track of their spell components and have to spend their money on spell components unless those spell components are valued at 1,000 gold or more. So if they need a gem that costs about 1,000 gold or more, then I would have them keep track of that. But a lot of these are better. They look better than they are. Some of them are good. Some of them are just so-so. Protection from paralysis would be good, obviously. And there's some other things here that are interesting. But there's just lots of spells in here. So you pass this part here. past the priest spells, and then we've got some brand new magical items, so that helps you bring other things into the game, which you might want to use. As DM, you're always looking for magic items. And I just want to say that some of these are also in those magic cyclopedias that I showed you. This came out before the magic cyclopedia was published. So, okay. And then finally in the back here, it goes, it basically covers all the wizard spells by school, just like the player's handbook. And that's important because you get to figure out which spells can be cast by your wizard specialist. And then they got the new ones, Thought, Time, Traveler. So you could be, say, a Ward's wizard, that sort of thing. And you would get bonuses on, I should say your enemies would get penalties on saving versus those spells. So this book has a lot to it. My players usually don't reach for it. They like the regular basic spells, unless, of course, they've got something really special, which they've picked out of another book. And sometimes that's this book. So, yeah, I think the priest spells are a little bit better than the wizard offerings, but not bad. All right, have a good evening.